Well, it had been a long time, but I was a very strong practitioner. I practiced always. And one day when I was practicing in Zen monastery with all of my strength, and at the day it was lunchtime. After lunch, when I wanted to go back to my Zendo sitting room, a corner of dining room, a very old lady called me and said, "Sunim, is practicing hard?"
She said, "Are you practicing hard?"
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I said,
Funny.
"What is easy practicing then?" Abruptly, amazingly, she left a chopstick while she was eating. And I asked the second question, except that at the time she left up the eating bowl without saying anything. And then I understood this lady is really enlightened. And I asked her immediately, "Where did you learn it?" And she said, "I have a teacher. Let's go. I want to meet him." And we went down immediately the mountain and went back, went to my master's place. Yeah. We had a conversation kind of an hour. Yeah. But mostly I was really strong voice, that I gave to him. And he was mostly listening. Yeah. And at the last part of conversation, I asked him, "Well, even though you are Dharma successor and good enlightened being, you should practice hard continuously."
You told
Yeah.
this
Uh-huh.
this
This
venerable master
Uh-huh.
on your first meeting,
Uh-huh.
he should be practicing hard.
That's right. How dare I was. At the time, the master asked me, "Who is practicing?" Who is practicing? For me, it was obvious. I said, "It's me. I am practicing. Who can dare practice instead of me in my practicing?" With my answer, my master didn't say anything, and he turned his body to the wall and sitting quietly. At the time, something was really hitting me. I understood that I answered, "It's me," was only just existing because of you. It's very dualistic self. And then abruptly I got into confusion and I asked myself, how can I answer? How can I answer of this question? Yeah. I was sitting continuously to the next day in the morning, to get the answer of the question.
And the question was,
Who is practicing?
who is practicing?
Mhm.
He asked you back.
That's right.
And you said, "It's me." He
Mhm.
turned his back to the wall.
Uh-huh.
And you were confused,
Yeah.
right?
And then I couldn't sleep, just sitting there with a strong question. How can I answer? How could I answer for his question? And next morning, early in the morning, I found a wonderful answer. Yeah. And I knocked the door of my master, and I asked him, "Would you please ask me again the same question like yesterday?" And he asked the same question to me. Who is practicing? I answered. Someone reading a book in front of a door. With that answer, my master, he exploded a big smile, and he hugged me, and he said, let's practice together. That was my karma with my master, and still we are exchanging Dharma through the emails and calling and visiting. Yeah.
You know, that's really the creation of a spontaneous koan, because the ancient koans were these question answer with the master and pupil. That's really
right.
interesting.
That's right.
Now, when did you first have the inkling to go toward Zen in your whole life?
I just woke up 3 o'clock this morning. But when I'm looking back on my young age, well, I was born like any children. Oh, I was practicing, I bet, because all babies are born by parents' prayer. My parents were very strong Zen practitioners. And then naturally, in that circumstance, I got into the spiritual practicing. I was very happy kid. We are a happy family. Still, it's a very happy family. One day, my parents brought me to the very enlightened master, Buddhist master. And there were my friends. Oh, we were 6 years old. Yeah, and he was with his parents. And we were pushed to the master to give a big bow, both family, parents, yeah, pushed us, and we bowed to the master. Yeah. And then, at the time, after bowing, my friend asked, amazingly, Master, I have some question. I was surprised, what is this guy doing? Master said, what is it? Well, why the inside of watermelon is so red? Watermelon is so red. Yeah, my master said, with a laughing, ha 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 ha, because your mind is red. And then that kind of question, really it hit me. Yeah. It struck me.
Huh?
Yeah.
And so when did you get the answer to that question?
Well, answer is always in our pocket. But there we go. Oh, you are a big pocket itself. And naturally, with those kind of questions, especially my uncle passed away, and I saw the corpse. I'm really curious about the things, the affairs, the life and death. Where are completely different kinds of concepts and thought and situation are coming from. I really wanted to know, is it the same place or different place? Gradually, that kind of questions brought me to the non-avoidable situation. I should practice myself to get the answer with dying. So at the time, I already became a monk naturally. And one day I was sitting at the Zendo, and I asked everybody, don't wake me up. Yeah, whatever I do, whatever the situation is. And I got into the deep meditation with a question.